Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. We are hopping around today to celebrate Jess and Laura's 3,000 subscribers milestone. This is so exciting. So there's going to be giveaways along the hop, so make sure you're watching and you're commenting, and here are the sponsors, an incredible list of companies showing support for these wonderful two crafters. So if you haven't checked out their videos already, you need to. They're so good and just really talented. So here's some of the cards I'm going to make today. I pulled out my new Catherine Polar inks and I just was playing and having fun. So I'm going through real quick. I wanted to say I've had this on my wish list since before Christmas, and I finally added to my collection. I only had 8 before, and now I'm super excited that I have the full party collection, the Carnivale, if I'm saying that right, collection, and the foundations, plus some neutrals. So super loving it. I've been asked if this ink, what makes this ink great, what makes it better, and so I'll try to talk about that a little bit throughout the video. This video is summer themed, as are all the hop videos, so you're going to be ultra inspired to get card making for the summer. I am pulling out my Simple Circle Creator here by Kathya Kalinine, and I did a full review on this, so you can check that out. I'll link that below or at the end of this video, and you can see what that's all about. And then I'm going to pull out this Carta summer set. I got this at Tuesday morning, so I presume it's probably retired or unavailable, and that's why I got it for such a good price. And I also really could not find it on the interweb. So if you know where I can get it, let me know so we can share it with folks. But it's anything you have, pull out what you have that's going to inspire you for a summer card. I love this little pinwheel in here. I'm going to be making a few cards with different colors, and plus I wanted to try out my inks. So while I am stamping, I'll talk a little bit about these inks. If you haven't heard about them, they stamp solid images extremely well. I've had many inks in my life that have given me difficulty, but these stamp darn near perfect every time, the first time. And I really, really appreciate that. And I'm going through here with the Carnivale selection, or collection rather, and I'm just putting down the colors so you can kind of see them, how they look. But they stamp really nicely. They're spongy. They're very juicy. They also react with water, which is cool, and you can watercolor with them. So that's another great property. So if all you ever did was buy these inks and had nothing else, I'm sure you can probably do a lot of techniques. You can ink blend with them with brushes. So anyway, they were just something that I really wanted, and not every product is for every person. So you just kind of have to figure out what it is that you're looking for and give it a go. If you are attending On the Make with Corin and I, Corin Wiskman, on July 20th, we'll have Catherine Polar. She is a huge sponsor for that event, so we'll have lots of her inks there. If you get to go, we have a try it out table, and so we'll have lots of products, Arteza products, and all kinds of stuff. All right, so anyway, let's get back to the card here. I'm going to take out some Midnight Black ink, and this is going to stamp out my sentiment right in the center. And I'm also going to use the no, that's an actor. Black Jack color, which is like a more subdued black, still black, kind of grayish, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to use those two colors, and I also used some embossing powder for one of the sentiments. Now I'm going to move on to my next card. This is a very easy card again. I'm going to be using the ice cream cone for my image in a rainbow order, and I'm just moving that paper 1 inch to the left as I go about my rainbow business. And I really liked the way that came out, but I wanted to add another little something extra to it. And so I'm going to add the popsicle sticks, which are another image in the set. This time I'm going to stamp it out in the silver color box ink and then cover with silver embossing powder. And that's going to make that just kind of pop off the page. I'm going to close that out with a sentiment of white embossing powder on a gray piece of cardstock and just cut it out, fussy cut, and place that popped up right on my card. I rounded the corners of this card as well just to kind of soften the look. But that is it for those simple, clean and simple cards. Now we're going to move on to a little bit more of an intricate card. This card uses a lot of images from the stamp set, starting off with the Lawn Fawn Little Town border die. I'm going to cut out white cardstock. We'll come back to that in a minute. I wanted to use this ice cream cone again, but I wanted to separate the colors between the ice cream and the cone. And so I'm using a little ink dauber to add the color to the cone. And then I'm going to just take the ink pad direct to the top. I started off with the light color of Mint to Be, but I didn't really like it. I wanted it a little bit darker, so I believe I went with All That Jazz, I want to say. And I'm going to stamp that out right at the top. And so now I have a mint chocolate chip ice cream cone. Now, in proportion to my truck here, it's very large, which I thought was a really fun element. So I'm going to cut a slit on the bottom part of that glass, and I'm going to stick my ice cream cone inside the car. Before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of this Copic coloring marker. This is going to add a little bit of that very light blue so that it looks like I have a little bit of glass there, and that's B00. I had to grab the marker, sorry. On my little town border die, I colored the ink using the Catherine Pooler. You can see how beautifully they ink blend on Bristol Smooth cardstock. A little bit of gray cardstock underneath that to be my road, and then I'm going to be using my ColorIt Gel Pens, all in the glitter colors. This ColorIt Gel Pen set comes with glitter ones, neon, metallic, so there's a bunch, and you also get refills. So you're basically getting 2 sets of coloring pens or gel pens for the price of 1. So I really like it. I haven't checked the price on Amazon in a while, but last time I bought it, it was quite affordable, especially if you're getting double for your pens. So I pulled that out. I thought that was just fun to do. You can color those houses any which way you like, or leave them white. It does not matter. Okay, so I'm pulling out now the cloud from the set, and I'm going to heat emboss that with white embossing powder, followed by the sun, and you'll see what I'm doing with the sun to add a little bit of shading, 2 different colors. So real quickly, wanted to talk about sometimes a struggle that I have as a YouTube creator. I tussle between using what's in my stash or what I've bought for good sale prices that you can no longer find, or the latest and greatest that I could share the links with everyone so you can get it. So I struggle with that because I don't want you to be disappointed that you can't find the set, but I also don't want you to feel like you always have to use the latest and greatest that's out there. So know that that's an internal struggle with me, and hopefully I'm diverse enough on the channel that you know I'm not one way or the other. I'm kind of all the things. Just use what you have or buy what you want and just have fun. That's the whole idea behind this, is this hobby should be bringing us joy, and we should just be having a good time and a stress reliever. So enough on my soapbox. We're going back to the card here. I'm using my T-square ruler and my white gel pen to add my lines in my road. Some art glitter glue to add this to my background. And I didn't mention it, but I did use Catherine Pooler inks for the sky background as well. So you can just see so many uses for these inks. I have gotten through all these cards. They have been the showstopper, really, for my card making today. So I'm just super excited to share that with you. Okay, so for my car, I'm going to put him down on the road here, and he is ready to go and pass out the ice cream. Whenever I hear that sound of that ice cream truck, boy, does it not bring you right back to childhood. We just used to go after the truck. And back then, they were a lot more affordable, I feel. Now, I think I went up to one, and they were like $6 for a cone. I was like, you must be crazy. What do you got for $1? So cheap. So I'm going to just stamp out on the inside of my my card here with one of the other sentiments from the set, adding some Nuvo Glaze to the windows just to give it a little bit more of a realistic feel and a nice little embellishment. And then this scrapbook.com silver marker here is going to add to the tires. So there we go. That's the finished card there. So again, thank you so much for stopping by, for hopping along with us. It's so fun. Congratulations to Jess and Laura. So excited for you ladies. Don't forget to comment on the videos that you do watch. The deadline for commenting is July 10th, and winners will be announced on Laura and Jess's channels on July 15th. And if you want more details on the prizes and how to claim them, just go ahead and check the video description. We'll put all that information down there. So again, I will list what I used in this video below. and I love to chat with you, so let's talk it up in the comment section. And until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.